Orlimar here with another Grand Arena video. I got both my accounts today. Here's my opponent. He's got a Relic, Galactic Republic Jedi team as his arena team. Qui-Gon Jinn lead. Take a look at his roster. Grandmaster Yoda's kind of in good Relic. The rest aren't that great. And nothing else scary on that roster at all. So looking at his speed, organized, his fastest character is Luminara at 207. So shouldn't have too much of a problem with that. I think I've got probably 25, 30 characters faster than that. So I set my Night Sisters on defense and my newly acquired Geos on defense. This is their first Grand Arena for Brood Alpha. And then I set my Padme on defense and my Kira Nest team. I'm pretty sure he's not going to take out my Padme. He's got nothing for it. So set my Houndstooth in case he gets through my Night Sisters. And then junk in the back behind my Padme. I'm pretty confident that he's not going to get through that. So he went defense heavy. Saj lead, Night Sisters, boss lead, Bounty Hunters. That full Galactic Republic Jedi team. And then Zeta Maul team, which I'm not sure I understand when he's got Palpatine on that team too, but whatever. So we'll go undersized against his Jedi with my Jedi Knight Revan. Shouldn't be much of an issue. I did just take my Jolie up to Relic 3 from Gear 12, so it will be nice to have him a little tankier, a little bit harder to kill, more survivability. So just take out Yoda because he's a threat. The rest shouldn't do too much damage because all their kits are outdated and they were not really that good in the first place. So now that he's gone, they don't really have any damage to even dent my characters here. So we're just kind of trying to make sure we maximize banners by spreading buffs, getting the foresight out there. I take out Ahsoka because she can hit through foresight and take off my buffs. Probably take out Qui-Gon because, I don't know, he seems like he probably does more damage than either of the other two. Luminara has an ability that's just a heal ability, so it's not bad to leave her alive towards the end just so that she can just use that. But apparently I decided to target her. Not great, but whatever. Shouldn't make a big difference here. And efficiency really isn't going to be that big of a deal here either. Because I'm just, again, assuming he probably can't get through his Padme with looking at his roster and what he said on defense. So, and get our last mark so we can heal up. 62 banners. Still like to be efficient and get undersized wins when I can. So, going against this team, we'll go with my Bastila lead. I really like this team. Ezra hits a lot harder than most at Gear 12, and especially when you put the Master's Training on him, and also Bastila's buffs. He just hits really hard, can usually two-shot people. Probably shouldn't have used that. Could have just used my basic for that, but this is a Gear 12 Vader. He's almost through his protection already. I mean, for what he is, he's a pretty solid character. And the extra protection from Bastila really helps maximize banners here. This team was a little stronger than most that I faced with my Bastila lead team, so they were able to get through Ezra's protection, which is kind of strange. But I tried to get kind of cute with it there and call Hoda to assist so that he could give a little bit of protection recovery and turn meter, but I should have just called Bastila and gotten ability blocks and not worried about it that much. There's no reason to worry about one banner on Ezra there. So we'll just take him out here. Almost done. Unfortunately, I don't have the Zeta on Hoda, so I can't regenerate all the protection, but 60 banners, lost on both Hoda and Ezra. Then nothing special on the back. An Old Ben lead and a Phasma lead, First Order team. So a more Galactic Republic Jedi. Want to make sure I check back, make sure I'm not missing collecting any feats. It's one of the more annoying parts of Grand Arena, is it doesn't continue to count if you don't collect them. So I don't know why that is. Seems like it should be changed, but I'm not part of Capital Games, so I don't really know what the thought process is there, and I'm sure it's way down on their priority list. So we'll go on against the Night Sisters, try to use my Sith Empire. There's also a feat to have the veteran smugglers on there. So I was looking in Resistance because I knew they got those tags, but the effect hasn't taken place yet. So go on the Scoundrels, and these are just here for the feat. They're gear 8. And they probably make this team worse just because they don't get the plus 50% critical damage. That could have wiped somebody out there probably, but for the Sith Empire, Darth Revan lead, that is. But it doesn't really matter because Darth Revan's going to crush Night Sisters all day without a problem. Almost down. Then they get a heal. So we get to get attacks with Han and Chewie here. And that's my first time ever attacking with them, as they're from the Hyperdrive bundle for me, and that's the only reason I have them here. But it came in handy because I was able to accomplish this feat with them now. So take out Initiate and Zombie at the same time. 55 banners. It could have been a lot better. Could have had 5 more. Would have been 60 banners, if 60 or 61 if I hadn't taken in the smugglers, but worth it just because I don't need to play for efficiency right now. Plus I get a Wookiee kill with that, or a Wookiee win with that for another feat. So bounty hunters, well, just taking my Empire team. I like to take Traya now that I'm using Bastila in a different team. I think she's definitely the best character for that spot, but I need to use her with my Darth Revan to be able to maximize his abilities too. So I'm trying to think of if I should fracture Bosk. I already isolated him. I'm not used to using Traya, so I might have misplayed that, but shouldn't matter too much. Get some stuns up, spread some shock around, spread the debuffs, reduce their turn meter, try for an ability block, try again, got one there, spread some shock around again, give us some to Cad Bane. So every time Palpatine goes, he gains 15% turn meter for every enemy with shock. So I like to get it on everybody, because then when Palpatine does his basic, he almost gets to go again right away. So get some stuns up there again. Good, got some good ones. AoE. And this bounty hunter team is barely taking a turn here, so we'll just slowly whittle them down one by one, and then pick them off at the end. So again, trying to determine what to do with fracture. I mean, I usually use it on Bosk, but again, I'm not used to using Traya, so I'm not sure if I needed to use it on Bosk. But we're getting a lot of those debuffs out there, spreading them around, getting stuns. Looks like it froze on me. I don't know, it just froze for the voiceover, so I had to stop it and restart it, but I'm not going to go back and edit it. It's not worth it. But, so continue to spread those debuffs. yeah, just keeping Bosk under control so that he doesn't get his taunt off. I don't even know if he's double Zeta. I just always assume he is because he's annoying even if he's just a single Zeta. So, Cad Bane's dead. Now we just have to work on Bosk. Shouldn't take too long once we get through his protection. And unfortunately, we just have to get through his protection. So. There you go, 60 banners. Then we can check for feats. Claim a couple. And then we can head back in against his back wall. So I've got plenty of firepower for either of these teams. So we've got bounty hunters in my CLS left. So we'll go in undersized with my bounty hunters, get more feats. Try to get a taunt up, spread some burning. Now try to get our contract triggered by attacking Akbar. I want to get Akbar down too because these bounty hunters rely a lot on debuffs, and Akbar has his cleanse abilities, so he's gone. Tried to take out Counselor, not quite. Almost. Now we did. More burning. I want to be able to target Plo, but I can't because Old Ben was taunting. Double tap, and now we got our contract triggered. So pretty easy from here on out. We've got an overpowered team here against this Jedi team, so not too much of a challenge here. Just trying to make sure we get in the full 61 banners, and we did. So pretty decent efficiency still. I think we're above the 60 banner mark, unless I'm forgetting something. Oh, we're right at it just because of the smugglers, or veteran smugglers. But otherwise, if it weren't for that, we would be above. CLS 3-man. That's basically all I use them for, is their 3-man abilities. I do want to take Han or Chewie up to a decent relic level, partially for the challenge tiers in the assault battles. It would be nice to be able to complete that each time. Right now they're just gear 11, so I could just take them up to gear 12 and probably do the first tier. It would be nice to do the second tier, but I don't think I'm too close to that yet. So 62 banners, probably back up to above the 60 banner mark. Then we can go in against his fleet. He's got pretty high GP fleet for this class, but I've got a Millennium Falcon fleet. Shouldn't be a problem. I take in plenty of my ships just to make sure that I won't have any issues. Again, check for feats. I did have a feat, so glad I went back to check. Otherwise, I want to get credit if I do an undersized win here. So now we just got to reload the ships. All rebels. Kind of nice and satisfying not to have Houndstooth in there for my offense, but Kylo Ren hits pretty hard still, even if he's not under Radis. But I do want to get rid of Vader because he can't miss and he inflicts target lock quite frequently. So if he were to bring in somebody like Biggs, it would be kind of a problem. So we were able to get rid of Vader pretty quickly. Now we'll try to get rid of Kylo Ren. Not too bad. I brought in Phantom as our one reinforcement. Then we did lose Ghosts, unfortunately. Thought about taking a reinforcement in to just end it there, but then I thought we can leave them on the bench and hopefully recover some banners through that. Now, unfortunately, I don't have much damage on this team, but we'll get through Houndstooth eventually. The nice thing about Han's Millennium Falcon is that it dispels the protection up right away, so every time it hits, it chews away at Houndstooth. And he is in yellow health, so we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we use the ultimate, and this should give us enough turns to be able to get him down. I hope. Yeah, there we go. And then Scimitar should go down pretty quickly. And 64 banners. Not terrible. Could have been worse. Made me restart the client. Checked back. They hadn't attacked yet. So then I went to work, came back and checked. Still looked about the same. No attacks on my Night Sisters or Geos. But then I noticed they had taken out one of my teams on the bottom. They attacked my Padme once and my Kira Nest team once. Got through my Nest team. Not so much through my Padme team. So I think they're done attacking. But here's my alt going against Hayabusa. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I say it. So, sorry. Alt is going against Safina. I was going up against Hayabusa with my main. So, here's the Safina's roster. He does have Geos, which is kind of annoying because I have Geos. And I feel like I've been matched up against a lot of people with Geos already in this Grand Arena. So I put my Bounty Hunters on defense up front and my Geos up front. And then Padme, I just unlocked her, so I just threw her on defense. She's not good yet. But junk ships, hoping he doesn't get through my Geos. So I'll take a look. He's got a Phoenix team. We'll go in against that. He's got an Empire team up top too. So we'll do it. The worst thing ever in Galaxy of Heroes is Phoenix mirror matches. They're just awful slugfests, and it's super annoying. And I had to do them for a while when I started this account, just because that's the route I went for. What team to get first was Phoenix. So just when I almost had Chopper out, Kanan decides to taunt. I don't have anything left to dispel it. So I have to attack him for a while. And then Hera gets her buff up on Chopper. And he's starting to heal. So we kind of switch targets a little bit here. Try to get Kanan down as much as possible. He's usually my second target just because then he does the counterattacking. So if you can get the counterattacking out of the way early, then you can recover more banners later on, which the Phoenix are pretty good at. So the nice thing about this matchup is that my Ezra and my Kanan are better geared and modded than their team is. However, my Hera, my Chopper, and my Zeb are all worse than his. But I figured Kanan and Ezra are really the important ones for me here. If I can get one good character taunting and one good character doing all the damage for me, I was pretty happy with that option. So trying to avoid hitting Kanan right now with characters that will inflict debuffs, just because when I inflict debuffs he recovers health, so I don't want to do that. We'll probably take out Chopper here. Nice, and always call Ezra to assist since he does by far the most damage on this team. And Chopper's gone, so they just lost the ability to heal protection, I believe. Then we can go for either one of these, probably Hera first, just so that she doesn't put that buff on Zalbar too. But I'll dispel the buffs, hit her, and Zeb's last man standing. And pretty tanky for Zeb. But alright, decent banners there. Then Yoda-led Jedi team, even though he does have Bastila on that team, so that's kind of interesting. We'll try to clear the front first, I believe. Vader leads, Sidious, Dooku, and he's got Cyan too. So we'll just take in our Jedi. It's the best option we have, especially against a debuff heavy team. I don't have Zeta on Bastila lead, but it's the best I got. So we'll go in with this, see how it works. We'll probably... We're just one-shotting people, apparently. Dooku's gone. Push back some turn meter and get the ability block. Spread the buffs. Stun and damage, and buff immunity. 61 banners. Full, and more than full banners there. Sorry, I'm pretty tired recording this. I just got back from work, so... we'll try to use Palpatine against his Jedi team. The nice thing is Dooku actually does quite a bit of damage at this point. I went after Yoda with the stun right away because I know he is kind of the damage here. And then Anakin's a problem too, just because whenever you get one of their characters below 50% health, he takes a bonus turn and it hits pretty hard. So got all the threats out of here, so now we're just trying to clean up. And lost a couple banners on protection on a few of them. 56 banners, not bad. Then we have a really junky fleet back there. Check the feats again. We did have something, so we collect it. Then we'll come back to the fleet. We saved our arena fleet, which is Geos plus Vulture Droid. And we'll go undersized with just those because I don't think it should take much longer than that to take these guys down, and they're just already going down like crazy. So should be... Unfortunately, they got that hit off, 60 banners. I don't know if that's good or bad at this point. I don't really know what I should be doing, but alright. Come back, and he attacked my Geos once and lost, and he attacked my Bounty Hunters once and lost. So we got holds on both accounts and got full clears on both accounts, so 2 more wins in the books. So we'll see you next time on Grand Arena.